Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it happens to be that you're joining me again. Thanks. The brain is a funny thing. It needs to be trained to be open-minded. It's a survival machine. It's the horse that pulls the cart. Our intuition is what really you need to strengthen and listen to. I say this because, to be honest, the first two constructs in this whole series I was aware of for 3 years living on this land, and just went with the story that, yeah, they're farmers' piles, even though I was super interested in archeoastronomy and the ancient sites for well over a year. I still never looked at them in a way where I thought, I mean, your brain just doesn't say, you know, yeah, those are farmers' rock piles, but what if they are astronomy devices created by an ancient and thus far undocumented culture here in my big backyard? Your brain just doesn't think that way. But when it was a stonemason actually that pointed them out to me, and then I found, you know, the third, and then my intuition told me to keep looking to complete the circle, and I found 11, and yeah, that's just the way the brain works. And so now that I'm sort of tuned into this, each site sort of validated the next. You know, when there were 2, it was something. When there were 3, it was something else. When there were 11 in a circle, it was something else. And so each site kind of validated the next further. And so when the stone circle was revealed, I went back to the quartz mound that I always thought was a quartz deposit of some kind, and had a much different perspective on what it could be. And now I truly believe that it was a human-made construct, not so much unlike the one in Ohio would be the closest one in the Ohio Valley, made of stone, same sort of angles and everything. And so, of course, now I'm looking at everything with the filter of what could this be. I'm about to show you something now that I found a few years ago, and it's taken me days to find this thing again. And there's actually 3 of them, and they're spread out all over the land. I've found 3 so far, and, you know, so stone circles are one thing, serpents, octagons, pyramid mounds, quartz, they are all associated with these people that seem to draw this line down the superhighway from here to New Orleans, through the Hudson Valley, Ohio Valley, to the Mississippi Valley. They have all those things in common. These things I've never seen. So I'm asking you again for your help in sharing and commenting, and just lending me your perception and your intuition on what these may be. I mean, maybe this isn't even a part of the puzzle. Maybe it's a completely different mystery here in the land of mystery here in West Quebec, this deep, beautiful forest. But, okay, check these out. And then I'll take you to the second and the third one. But what's that? So it looks kind of like the dimensions of a grave. Again, these are very straight lines, right angles. It's about 2 feet wide. Here, I'll just measure this end because they're the same. There's about two of my boot lengths wide. It's about 1.5 to 2 feet deep, and if I just walk the length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's about 7 feet long. Now, I'm just gonna grab my phone here to get a kind of any sort of alignment. from the compass. You know, so your first thought is like, is this an old grave, perhaps? Well, when you see the other ones, I think that theory will be pretty snuffed out pretty quickly. So this is basically, the alignment is kind of due south and a bit east. Let's see what the other ones are. And yeah, curious, huh? In this big old hemlock, slopey, hemlocky, big tree forest here. There's a lot of maples here too. But yeah, okay, this is number one. Let's go check out the other ones. Okay, so here's the other one. That was about a 15-minute walk west, and I came across this one. Same width. It seems to end here. You can't really see this line, but there are right angles here. And then there is this, you know, trench. It's a trench. So it kind of disappears here, but then it continues here. It narrows a bit here, but you can still see right there these kind of straight lines, you know, and it continues down there where it's like almost like some kind of an aqueduct. See those right down there where it continues? Weird. I wonder if it actually lines up with that other one. It's pointing exactly there. I wonder if alignment wise it's the same. Just gonna grab my phone compass here. Yeah, it really does seem to be the same. Let's see here. Okay, compass. Sorry about this. Huh. Yeah, it is exactly on the same line. It is south. It's like south a little bit east, like 150 degrees. Huh, that's curious, but interesting, for sure. I wonder if it's just on the same straight path. Wow. Okay, so the third and final one is actually over that way, to the north, but it seems like it would be on the same angle here. Look, let me just put that there so we can get a reading. Yeah, so it's there. Okay, now we'll check out the next one. I just wanted to get this documented before the snow came. This third trench-like thing is definitely the most interesting one. Let's just hope I find it, because I think they have a habit of shifting around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Clear as day here. Yeah, so, well, let's start at the top here. I almost feel like whispering in this forest. It's just got that feel to it. But, well, actually, it starts beyond a pile of fallen trees here, and it starts right up here. There it is. So really the same size, right angles. Looks very grave-like, but could only be a grave for like some kind of pole people, because it's about 50 feet long by 2 feet wide. And it's really just covered in thick moss. It's kind of just like a shadow outline of maybe something that rotted there. Or maybe that's stone carved under there. I mean, it's tempting to dig it up, but again, like the other sites, I'm very reluctant to. I don't want to touch anything. I want to have ultimate respect, and I want to do this with total professionalism and reverence. So there's a rock kind of, so okay, it's there, it comes here, and then there's this kind of rock step that looks kind of formed, and then it continues, sort of losing it here, but definitely continues there over this pile of wood. Now let's just go around the pile and follow it. So it, you know, it has really straight lines, but it also just sort of disappears and reappears. Check it out here. It starts again. It's hard to see, I know. But yeah, here it's pretty obvious to me when you're seeing it live that those straight lines continue here. And they continue to this sort of rock step here. And then this kind of bizarre triangular, what sort of looks like a sink, and a bit of a drainage that comes out of it, if you catch my drift here. And then it goes up there and there's those trees growing out of it. But yeah, I'm gonna lay the compass down and see if it's the same as the other ones. But first, does it continue there? It sort of narrows there. But yeah, look, it sort of cuts kind of right through and continues down that way and sort of just loses itself into the terrain there. But again, that would take quite a while, I think, if someone made this. I mean, someone made this. These lines are too straight for nature, but how long ago for it to get so swallowed up like that? Kind of the same as the other constructs and such. But I don't know. I really don't. Obviously, I don't know if this is part of the other ones. Okay, let's get that compass reading. Let's see. Well, it lines up the same as the other two. Basically north-south, but a little bit east, whatever that's called. And here's that sink thing, and that's how the line continues down like that, and up like that. I'll bring it up to the other one where it's more obvious. But there's the line, right? And is that right? Oh, maybe it's... Let me bring it to the other one. This one. So I'll be able to lay it down there to get that reading. Let's see. That seems about right. And yeah, that's that sort of southeast reading there. Really, like, I mean, I can only be so exact, but it's pretty exactly like the other ones. So, I mean, really, is this part of it? This is a puzzle piece, but did it fall out of another puzzle into the box of this puzzle? Is it a lost leader, a red herring, or whatever the saying is? I don't know. Again, I need your help. If you find this interesting, if you have anything to say about this, or you think anyone does, I've never seen these ancient aqueducts or trenches associated with the thousands of other sites to the south. or the ancient people in any way, but they are aligned, they are oriented in the same way, which points to some sort of intelligence beyond, a mining test strip or a log falling. I really don't know, but I would love your help. Please share, please comment, and thanks for sticking with me through all this. And have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, whatever. Thank you from Quebec. Thank you.